Now, I mentioned at the top of the show that you were going to talk about some whale activity.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know, a whale in crypto is basically just yourself, Pav, or anyone who owns a lot of crypto.
Could be Ted. He keeps talking about it. No, it's definitely someone who obviously has enough size to make a pretty meaningful impact, in the markets. So we saw a very notable ratio, according again to some on-chain data flows, that the majority of selling on exchanges has been whales, as opposed to just the average lay retail consumer. Just fish, right? So the whales basically accounted for 60% of all of the net exchange inflows. So the idea is that if they're moving it onto exchange, it's to sell, generally speaking, is the heuristic there, versus if people are taking assets off exchanges, it's usually put away in cold storage or custody. So I found a cool news story. Well, it's not really that cool, but a kind of supportive news story around this. So there's a major miner in the US NASDAQ listed company, Bitdeer. So Bitdeer is one of the largest Bitcoin mining companies, again, in the world. They're over in the US. But as of late February, just to give an idea of how big this company is, their market cap's at about $1.8 to $2.1 billion. They've roughly generated $225 million in revenue, according to the earnings in Q4 last year. So, they've seen growth. I think it was like 200% growth in that quarter's growth as well. So they're, you could say all in all, like a pretty successful company. But they've basically liquidated their entire corporate holdings of Bitcoin. So the reported amount that they held was 943 Bitcoin, but they've also sold all the Bitcoin that they generated in the month preceding as well. So that's about 1,000 Bitcoin in total. Now, this has been a pretty noticeable trend across Bitcoin miners. If you do start to look into the news, Marathon Digital, as well as Riot, they're the other two big players. Marathon probably being the larger player of the two. They're all looking to reduce their Bitcoin exposure and start to really invest in what else we're seeing in the market, AI infrastructure. So they're seeing that as potentially a way to take, a lot of the ways that their businesses are viable for Bitcoin mining is through cheap power, or like the ability to access optimized power costs. So removing their compute power away from Bitcoin while the market's recovering, switch it onto AI, which seems to be right now they can't get enough infrastructure.
Yeah.
As we all know, there's all like those bottlenecks with hardware at the moment. Yeah. So really, really interesting, I think, shift. Bitdeer is looking to the exact same thing. They're selling down to help fund an infrastructure shift towards AI as well. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah. The AI stuff, like all the data centers, they just can't build enough, right?
No.
Like Elon Musk is talking about putting data centers in the sky.
That's where everything goes in the sky.
Yeah.
That guy?
Might as well.
Yeah.
We put them underwater, and what's next in the sky?
Yeah. But that's, again, like we're talking about what's driving the market right now. As much as, we talk about, I'm going to buy a little bit here, a little bit there. I don't think any of us are going to, counteract 1,000 Bitcoin coming into the market anytime soon, like easily, I should say. Like you need to see buy pressure come in as well. So there's quite a bit of sell pressure coming, even from the guys that are mining this stuff out of the blockchain. So I thought that was really interesting.